Hi, welcome to Ed Foodie. Today we're going to make a pepper steak, the kind like you would get in the Chinese buffet. So let's get started. I'm going to start with a pound of flank steak, and this looks like it's already been tenderized a little bit. We're going to maybe do it a little bit more. So what I've done with this is I try to pull it out where it's still a little bit frozen, because what I want to do is slice this into thin slices, and it's a lot easier to do when it's half frozen. So I'm going to cut against the grain and just make some nice, fairly thin. All right, I got my flank steak all cut into nice thin strips. I want this really nice and tender. So I'm gonna sprinkle this with meat tenderizer. This is an optional, you don't have to do this. A lot of people don't like using this. And because the main ingredient is salt, I'm not gonna add any salt to it. Mix this all up real good. Then I'll cover it, let it just sit in the refrigerator for a few minutes, I want the rest of this meat to completely thaw out too. It's still slightly frozen. And then we'll get started on the peppers. The first thing we want to do is to get our peppers cooking. I got about a tablespoon of olive oil in this frying pan. And as you can see what I've done, I've got one pretty large green bell pepper. Let me turn that off, I can see it better. I've got one pretty large green bell pepper cut into pretty big chunks. Then I also had, it's about 3/4 of a pepper. You could also do another whole red pepper, just because I think it's going to add nice color. And of course the red pepper sweeter than the green pepper. So we're going to cook these not very long, maybe 3 to 4 minutes, because I like my peppers not real soft. I like them a little bit crunchy. So we'll just saute these for about 3 to 4 minutes. It's been 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take these off and put them in a separate bowl. We will put them back in right at the finish, so it will cook a little bit longer. All right, we'll set those aside. Now we can add our flank steak. You can add more oil if you need. I think I've got plenty in here. So let's go ahead and add in our flank steak. I'll turn the burner up a little bit to medium high. And we'll cook this for about 5 minutes. While this is cooking, I'm going to add some fresh ground pepper. I'm not going to add any salt. Because like I said, I use that tenderizer, and then the sauce we're going to put on here is soy sauce based, so it's also got a lot of salt in it. If we need to, we can add salt when we're finished. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. And 1 teaspoon of minced ginger. We'll stir that in there good. All right, I'm going to turn this back down to a medium. And now for the sauce, I've got a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. I'm going to add to it a tablespoon of sugar. And 1.5 tablespoons of, you can use cornstarch. I'm using potato starch. Let me turn that off. Potato starch. So we'll stir that in and get it dissolved real good. And this potato starch or cornstarch will thicken as we add it and keep the heat on. All right, let's turn this down to a medium-low, and then we'll add our sauce. Add a 1/4 cup of water. We'll stir this so it gets a little thick. And I'll also have some rice that's cooking. We'll serve this on a bed of rice. Then as this thickens up, you can decide if you want a little bit more water or not. I think I might add a little bit more. There we go. Now we can add back in our peppers. We'll just stir these all together and we'll be done. All right, let's dish this up and see what it tastes like. Okay, here we go. Yeah. I'm gonna get some pepper meat. Very good. That red pepper really gives it a nice sweetness, just like you get at the Chinese buffet. Very good. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to Ed Foodie right over there. Thank you.